grows. Not wasting energy, don't wanna link, I let it go. I wonder why they typing, trying to play me, we don't go. They should wanna see me win, cause I was one of them before. Lord knows, about to go up, I just gotta make it hit. Carolina kid, you know I gotta represent. Hoping.
Alright guys, Hazen All Productions here and ready to get started. It is Green Level versus Cary. Green Level has the record of 1-2. Cary started their season with a loss just a few days ago. So the winner of this game will get back to level losses and wins.
So they were 0-1. Making sure we get the record right. Alright, cool. Who did they play? Do you remember?
I believe they lost 1-0 to Panther Creek.
I mean, obviously the Gators had a close match against Panther Creek, so maybe a telltale sign of a close game tonight? I don't know. We'll find out. Turn that mic down a little bit. I think I'm pretty close to
It's looking like Cary will start out with the ball here.
And we are off and ready to play. Starts off with a deep cross. Cary not taking any time to gather possession. They want to get play started right away. Played in the back. I believe that's Kyle. And that's Caden coming, passing it to Kyle. Out of play, Gator ball. But then we have a, we'll call it the left side, I guess. It's the furthest away from us. We got a Covington wing side, I guess. I don't know. That's probably not the right term for it. Probably getting flamed, but that's what I would describe it as. Caden as the left wing, as the left winger, and then Kyle as the left back. So that's pretty cool.
Well, with that, Cameron, I'll get the featured players of tonight's game underway. And on the Gators, it will be number 16, Braden Ungi. On the Hazen Hall podcast the other day.
Yeah.
He's going to be the featured player tonight.
We may have podcaster bias, but Braden, very impactful, influential player for the Gators. That CDM, center defensive midfielder role, sort of, kind of, he'll go into other roles, but it's really huge. You know, controls the passing, the defense, and he's got the captain armband tonight, though. Alongside other players, I think, but still has it. Pass back to Pucci, and those always make me scared. Pass back to the goalie, but Pucci handles it well. Gabe loses possession, but regains possession just as quick. Gabe playing the center back, but he has such high speed, he can get to the wing very quickly. Even still fighting for the ball, gets it out to Caden. Good hustle there by the Gators to remain with the ball. Caden looking for a pass, drops it back off. Decides to hold on to it. Finds Taylor. Right? Yeah, it's Taylor. Finds Braden. Gets it to Josh Murray. Looking for a winger. Decides I'll drop back off by Braden. Braden to Taylor. There's some calm passing here. As I say that, maybe announcers jinx. Cary Napier hustling. We got a Gators press here. Caden comes out on top. Cleared away by Cary, but really good pressure. Gators throw in pretty far down the
The featured player on the Cary side of the ball will be Randall Clinton. He goes by Randy. He's a sophomore, and he's number 2 on the Imps. Quite a player he is.
For a cross, a little low. No one there to really back him up. And I was previously talking about a Covington wing combination, but they're no longer there. As Caden's moved to that, we'll call it the right wing. That's just the way I'm looking at it. And then Kyle's still in that left wing.
I know on the basketball team, Cameron, you saw some of that O'Donnell twin combination.
That's yeah.
Let's see if we can get some Covington connection here tonight.
Definitely. And we see Tyler Napier getting a start at striker over Max Overstein. I'm sure we'll see a lot of Max. Max is a great player, but coach given. Oh, we have a great pass by Braden. Caden is through. Chance on goal. Yeah, he is. Shoots high. Oh, just wide. And Ben, that was a tremendous pass by Braden. I mean, that may have been a case, Ben, of just too much space. You know, he didn't know exactly where to go with it. Maybe not aware of how much room he had inside, because it kind of seemed like he took his time, kept it to the right.
Yeah, it's true.
We have a goal kick here, but Ben, your featured player right there almost was a featured assist. Great pass by Braden. Ooh, foul. Oh no, they wanted to play on. I thought he was kind of throwing it, but I think he was just saying what happened. Nice deep ball by Cary. Pops it all the way up. The ball in Cary Peterson says, nope, that's mine. Good passing through the midfield by the Gators so far. Very aggressive Cary team playing. You see a lot of their players up in the midfield. Obviously they fall back. Tyler Napier here. Turns around. Finds his teammate Stoll. Probably going to try to find Braden. Oh, cross in. Knocked out by Josh Murray. Finds Caden. Shoots. Scores! One side. It's a goal. Caden.
A goal by Caden Covington.
4 minutes and 38 seconds into the game, and the Gators get a quick lead.
Caden seeing some early chances here. We saw a chance at the 37-minute mark. Missed it just over that right-hand post or crossbar. And then gets it right back there, scramble at the net, and buries it. Caden Covington with his first goal of the season. 1-0 Gators.
What a time to have the first goal of the season, Ben. What a time.
Say that again.
I said, what a time to have the first goal of the season. In a huge game against Cary. Gators had a good run against Riverside, but these, me and Ben were talking before the game, these are the big games, right? The big three. The Cary, the Green Hope, the PC. 2 really close losses early in the season. 2 PC and Green Hope, obviously, but these are the big three, and Gators have no wins against the big three last year. Trying to pick up their first one this year, and that's as good a start as any.
On that note, Cameron, I will talk about a team that's on the up right now, and that team is Jordan. We played Jordan, I believe, twice this season, a little bit later. We were supposed to play them earlier, but that game got canceled. That team has beat, I believe, both Panther Creek and Green Hope.
Oof.
And
That will be a fun matchup. Looking forward to that one at home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a risky pass, but Gabe palms it down. That is Gabe, right? Yeah. Tackle made. Still Gator ball. Then I like Coach sticking with the same lineup. You know, no substitutions just yet, unless I missed it. Getting the, their players' feet wet, although it is only 6 minutes, I guess, so that makes a little more sense. But Braden, or that's Josh Murray, I apologize. Slings it off to Braden. Braden finds Caden, but unfortunately, pass just goes wide.
You know, Cameron, this is a big game for both teams. You don't want to fall 2 games down from 50-50, especially with the shortened season. It's a lot harder to make them up.
Yep. That will be a carry ball. Gabe just taps it. I'm noticing like I don't know if this is the right word, but overlapping of the 2 players on defense on the right side here. They kind of will switch roles a little bit. We saw Gabe kind of almost play on the wing, and then Taylor will help him out on his other side, so very interesting. Almost untraditional in a sense, Ben. Caden off the high of that goal at the 35-minute mark. That one will probably make it to the Instagram. Ethan Stoll. I don't know what it is. I love the way he passes through the midfield, but I love that pass too. Finds Caden again. And the Gators are singling out their weakness of the Cary defense. Maybe they find it on that wing and they're attacking it constantly. Then pop the pass here for Josh. Ooh, tries to play a back pass one time. That's not easy to do.
You know, that was an interesting play there, Cameron, too, because that was the Cary guy that popped it up.
Oh, was it really?
Was
it really? Risky, hey? Caden calls a deflection, no handball. Back to Caden. Trying to find a teammate. Finds him. Matt Stone off to Kyle. Maybe needed to cross a little earlier there, but unable to find one. Matt Stone out to Josh. Braden. Really controlled in the midfield here. A lot of Gators up. Braden finds Caden. These are where you want to swing in these crosses. Ooh, miss hit. Stoll picks it up. Ooh, maybe a penalty? No. Crosses in. Braden. Save. And that was a possible penalty chance there. Great tackle by the Cary defender to get all the ball there, but that could have been something.
We've seen 3 chances so far for the Gators in this one. About at the 31-minute mark of this first half, it's been a great start for sure.
You're good. Taylor Peterson wins the ball from defense, but unfortunately, Imps get it right back. Deep shot, Poochie nets is easy. They're going to come. Wasn't even on goal, but so I guess it won't be classified as a save, but Good play. Shot and Townley. Is he the tallest player on the Gators, Ben?
I believe so. Last year he was, at least. I'm not sure if someone has.
I know he definitely was last year because they would play him in that center back role, and he was not one of the few, but the main header contributor, right? And when a defensive play needed to be made with the headers, he was there. Nice pass there on the wing. Taylor Peterson tries to find Tyler Napier. Unfortunately, the ball curves the wrong way. Kind of like some of my drives on some tee shots, like little errant. But Josh Murray not worrying about that as he attacks. Really aggressive through the midfield here in the Gators. Will not work this time. Ooh.
Slide tackle.
Cary keeps the ball. Number 8 has up to number 4. Has his shot, and that's as easy as. Man, that one is as easy as they come.
Those are the type of saves that Pucci likes, right? The ones those are the ones that pad the stats a little bit, not the ones that are in those top corners. We don't want those.
Doesn't have to worry about those, eh? Ooh, Gabe. Fast.
Wow.
Nice little backheel pass, but Gators read it, but then that's the type of mistakes that they'll pile up on you, right? A turnover in the Gators side. Actually, it was the Gators' third. So those are the risky turnovers that if the Cary player can bounce on it, it's a goal, or a really good chance at a goal. We saw the Gators have a couple. I think Braden and Stoll were stealing the ball in the midfield, and they sent the ball deep. That's how we see those chances. Imps win the throw-in. Gators win the fight. Kyle. Not usually that. Oh, we have a foul. I was wondering why Kyle just standing there, but there was a foul given. Maybe that's why they won the throw-in. Been a little bit of a tug of war. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the Gators' keys, 3 keys to victory. They've stayed consistent throughout. I was talking with Coach S. No turnovers in that defensive third.
Yep.
Keep those turnovers away and keep the goals off the board.
Then I was watching some professional soccer yesterday. Pass to Tyler, unable to reach the ball. Cary playing not sorry. But anyways, I was watching some soccer yesterday. It was 4-1 for PSG, I believe was the name. And they were so good in their opposing third. They would force so many turnovers and ended up one of their players getting a hat trick just from turning the ball over on defense, right? Or obviously they were on defense and they were just turning it over. And that's what the Gators have to avoid, right? Your key, no turnovers in their third. It's obviously easier said than done, right? Coach knows there's not going to be 0 turnovers. But his goal is to limit them as much as possible. Just like in basketball, right? You turn the ball over on offense, it's a free possession for the other team. Same thing in soccer.
And that's why they do so much practice with their passing.
Yep. Shooting and hitting that top corner is all cool and all, but the way you get there is by smooth passing and great possession.
Defense creates offense.
Always. In every sport.
A lot of sports, for sure. I'm trying to think how that relates to golf. But
well, every team sport. Josh tries to get in front of the pass, unable to. John Townley trying to block or prepare for the incoming ball. Kyle, he's prepared. Finds Braden. Maybe sending Caden Covington. Tyler Napier. Perfect ball by Braden.
That's one thing we were talking about with Kyle and Braden in that podcast.
Yeah, nice little 1-2 there, Ben.
And Kyle said that Braden has the best long ball on the team with that pass.
Oh,
he set up an opportunity
Stoll,
in front
gets
of
a
the
touch,
net.
passes it off to Kyle.
Still Gator ball.
Oh, I think Caden thought someone was home, but Ben, we are seeing just a constant pressure in the Cary third.
And that is another opportunity for Caden in front of the net.
Yeah,
like
that one was
Caden's
a little more prevalent.
He's getting a surplus tonight.
Isn't it? Well, like I think me or you mentioned earlier, this right wing, they just keep sending it there. Like that just seems to be their target position, and it almost seems like the Gators are a little tentative, right? They don't know what to do with all this space that they're having, right? And maybe it's a change in style of defense for Cary. They're more susceptible to that, but I like in the space I see here. Looking for a cross, Matt Stone, all the way back post. Ooh, a little long. Tyler will corral it. But yeah, Ben, I think you're right. I think Caden maybe more used to those, not pressure, because there obviously is pressure on them, but more tight. 1-2. Josh Murray, oh, almost a perfect 1-2 through ball there. Give and go, maybe. High off this Matt Stone. Breaks down the defender. Javi has a shot here. Pine passes it off, shoots, scores! Caden! That's another goal, and that is
Second goal.
onside. And Ben, that may
That's
be a
another
Caden
goal.
goal, but that is
Katie
all
Covington.
Matt Stone, number 17. Breaks down his defender and slots it right in the middle. And that's
Assist
two.
by Matt Stone.
Early. I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words here. And with 26:30 to go, about 13 and a half minutes in, exactly, actually, and we have a 2-0 Gators start. They were looking for a win against one of these big three. I believe last time in this stadium, the Gators lost 7-1. Like I say confidently, it won't be 7-1 this time. The Gators have 2 goals in the first half, and just a phenomenal start. And it hasn't been so far a fluke of goals, right? They have controlled the pressure of the game, and they've been on top.
You know, Cary, it might even be becoming a little bit of, not a mental thing, but they have yet to score their first goal this season. I'm sure it will come at some point.
About 100 minutes in.
But they're trying to get that first one. Sometimes the first one's the hardest, right?
The first one is indeed the hardest.
We'll see if they can get it tonight. I'm personally hoping you have a little Poochie shutout. but-
Clean sheet. Ooh. Oh. Ben, you're jinxing him.
I waited for the second goal to be scored before I said that. Just got to make sure.
Ben, if they gave points for field goals, then they would get one there. Looking a lot better than Cody Park. They do that parts. 25-18, but what a start. I mean, I'm speechless, right? I expected kind of a slower first half. You know, teams try to feel each other out, but it's been anything but that. The Gators have come out and just put the pressure on right away. Ooh, trying to keep the ball out of play off the Cary defender, but it will be off the Gators. And Ben, look at their Cary attack. I mean, maybe obviously they're changing it up because of the score, but 2 guys back. Everyone else in the third. They must have either, well, they do. They have a lot of confidence in those defenders and a lot of trust in their attackers to control the ball. Will that pay off? I don't know. That one won't. Header on the throw-in, and that's easy for Pucci.
Poochie with a new color jersey tonight. I might be imagining, folks, but I think that is more of a lime green. Pretty random comment, but I am the analysis guy.
Are you sure? Ben, I'm gonna really hope you're right about that one.
I'm hoping I'm right too from that side.
I'm not sure about that.
I do think it is a lime green, though. I don't know. Maybe
No.
I went to bed
I
too
think
late
when they
last
said
night.
color and answer, they didn't mean that's what you talk about. But if you're right, then that was a great call. Because I sure didn't pick up on that. Because we haven't had to. No, I'm not gonna say that. Caden into Stolt. Stolt playing more of a central attacking midfield role. Usually plays a little back, but coach decided to bring him more up top, and he's flourished in that role tonight. I think I had an assist or something really helpful for that first goal for Caden. So, anyways, deep ball in. Taylor Peterson, I believe he was called the fastest on the team. Was that in our page and our podcast on YouTube? Braden and Kyle unanimously said Taylor Peterson. Pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, which does fail me sometimes, but I'm pretty sure Taylor Peterson was the
In the game for the
fastest.
Gators, Thomas McPherson.
He was their guy that would win that 100-meter dash.
Well, that's the type of guy you want on the wing, right? Because that's why he's there. He's super quick, able to defend those through balls. Coach talking to Ethan Stoll, who just came out of the game. Maybe telling him how awesome he is. I don't know. Max Silverstein now came in a little bit after the second goal. That must be a good feeling, Ben. The first time you've been on the field, it's 2-0. Max just looking to get his, I guess, 4th consecutive game of a goal. And if he gets one, I'd love for it to be right now. That'd be exciting. But anyways, Cary looking a little better in the attack now. Maybe nerves have calmed down a little bit, but maybe I jinx them. As the Gators regain possession here, a little bit of an attacking chance. Out to McPherson. Tries to beat his defender off the dribble. Nothing doing. Goes to the ground. Whistle blown. It'll be a free kick here then. not from the craziest of chances, but it will be time for a cross for the Gators to, catch their breath a little bit, get in position.
We saw last year, Cameron, the Gators' only goal against Green Hope was on a play that looked exactly like this. I believe it was Josiah in front of that net, just right of that post that popped it in.
One of my favorite calls ever. It was in a pretty close game, I want to say. It was 2-0, and then that made it 2-1. We got another cross here. Looking for a header. Oh, volley! What a save, because Braden got his foot on that. And hands are up. Is it a penalty?
You know, Cameron, I'm not sure if that was a save. I think that just went high.
No, I think he saved it. Okay, so I was wrong once, and Ben was wrong once. So it was saved by the keeper. Great save by the keeper, but it was Sean Townley. Ben, number 18, number 16, both pretty tall. I got confused. But Sean Townley with an amazing volley. Unfortunately not a goal, but ooh, almost had a chance to redeem himself. I don't know if he made a mistake. Oh, he's in position. Fights off the defender. Oh, not his strong suit, you'd say, Ben.
Played out near coach. Cary possession just past that midfield.
We have two substitutions. The previously mentioned Josiah and even Bachelor coming in again. Not right now, but just they're ready. You're getting ready. They're about to hear coach's instructions. I've always wondered, what does the coach say to him? Because you even see on TV, the coach is very intensely talking to him with a hand on the shoulder, and the players always nod their head. I always wonder what they said, but that's a save. Pucci slings it out to Kyle. Played down. I mean, that's a tricky situation there, but he unable to find a teammate, but there's only one guy to go with, and there's about 3 guys in the area. I'd find that very tough to pass off, and obviously it was. Cary player looking for a chance here, steps in, cleared. Knocked down a little bit, though. 25 for Cary. Tries to send it across, but no good.
Once again, those are the type of shots we like to see on the goal.
Those may not be intended shots. They might be like those pop-up crosses that we see a lot, but just no one's there to make the run, I guess.
It's kind of, I feel like it's a kind of a touchy-feely thing too. Like, you might not know what I'm saying here.
I do not.
The more Pucci is able to feel the ball, even if it's, what you would maybe call an easier save, the harder ones later in the game, he's got that feeling.
Maybe they come in slower. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
it's like a goalie in hockey.
It's easier for him.
They see 30. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. It's like a goalie in hockey. They see 30 saves, 30 pucks at him. That 31st one will be a lot easier than a guy who's seen 5. And there used to be a goalie for the Hurricanes who did this all the time. He'd give up 2 goals and 7 shots. Then he'd save the next 25. It's so strange how that works, and it's obviously a different scenario than soccer, but the more, Ben, you're exactly right. The more shots you see, the more adjusted you are, and the easier you always save them.
Alright guys, this is the mask break halfway through this first half. Is it not a mask break?
It is indeed. They do them about every 20 minutes.
2-0 Gators. 19-28. Remaining. What a great start, Ken.
Yeah. Picture perfect start so far, but these last 20 minutes are where the Gators need to pipe down. Maybe a little tired.
Coming on for the Gators, number 7, Ethan Bachelor.
So what they
Number
need
14,
to do,
Josiah
bear down.
Pasteras.
And I'm sure Coach would be thrilled with a 0-0 last 20 minutes, right? No goals.
In case you're wondering, fellas, it's 45 degrees, cloudy. It is only going to get colder throughout the night. We're expecting some snow from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m.
So we're off, I guess. Not ideal, eh?
You have an asynchronous tomorrow. Very exciting.
Well, not exciting for the reasons, but maybe Ben sleep till 9 o'clock tonight.
That's why I'm excited.
I used to not be a sleeper, but I will say online school has converted me into a sleeper. What a knockdown. First touch was very strong, not strong in a good way, but by Max Silverstein. Braden out to Bachelor, crosses it in. Not fully cleared away. Now it is. A little bit of a fast break opportunity here. Counter attack, as they say in soccer. I should not call it fast break. This ball is played through. Gabe maybe trying to show Taylor, hey, maybe I could run in that 100-meter dash. What a play by Gabe. Unfortunately, not able to grab it. This could be a chance to carry. Breaks down one defender, looking for a chance to shoot. All the Gators collapse on him. Shoot! Left. No goal. Was it deflected off a Gator, Ben? I don't believe so. I think it was just a wayward shot.
One thing the Gators did on the defensive side of the ball, they swarmed, right? They swarmed on one player.
Yep.
Usually that pays off. However,
it is
a
risky.
weird ricochet that time. It left the other Cary player, I couldn't catch the number there, open with
I believe it was number 25 and 9, one of the main people in the counterattack there.
The good news is no goal.
That's all that matters, really, right? But yeah, but I agree with what you're saying to some extent about the swarm, right? It's a really good strategy to someone who's not very composed on the ball. Not very composed, who's in a tough situation. But what it can do, if someone's able to find that perfect pass, it can be very risky. If they're able to break through those 2 or 3 defenders that are swimming, like a double team, somebody's got to be open, right? So the worry is, we double teamed, now he's broken through. So when you swarm, you have to succeed, I guess is my
a lot with the green level team last year too. We saw a lot of penalties off the swarm.
Yeah.
It seemed like they all got tangled up a little bit.
It's kind of hard to communicate because you don't know who's going in for the tackle win.
It resulted in some penalty shots.
Yep. Well, let's not have any of those tonight. Hopefully not. Some confident defending, but not aggressive, right? Josh Murray turns back. Great play, Josh. Max Silverstein. Those are the plays I just like to see. Maybe it's just me being weird, but I almost like those just as much as those deep passes and sometimes the goals, right? Those are the plays that create the goals. Like here, header, goal! Is that a goal? I think it is. Max Silverstein on the header, Ethan Batcher on the assist. And what a fire start.
Max Silverstein, assisted
It was
by
such an
Ethan
impressive goal. He made it
Batcher.
5-0. Now it's 8. What a goal, Ben.
Guys, we've been seeing that play all night on the offensive side of the ball. The long cross to Ethan Batchelor, and that cross, right, for the player, for any player, and it was Max Silverstein in that case. He made an amazing play on that ball. That is 3-0 green level. That is just an amazing play, amazing strategy.
And Ben, maybe I got a little bit of announcer's luck here, but I was not fully aware of the impact of that right wing. Like, they are sending it there constantly without
In the
fail.
game for the Gators, number 9, Cameron O'Sullivan.
What a goal, Ben. But that was a pretty goal, too. It was a one-time header by Max Silverstein. Was that who was on the goal there?
I believe it was Max, right?
Well, Max, ooh.
If it is Max, I thought it was Max. That is his 4th consecutive game with a goal.
I'm
Actually,
pretty sure
Go
it
back to last season, it might be his 5th consecutive.
Well, it was definitely someone with red shoes, and there's no one else with red shoes that's attacking, so. Josh Murray sends it through to Max. Maybe trying to say, Ben, if I didn't score the other one, I could score this one. Ooh, deflected a little bit left, but Max, I like him hustling down the ball there, Ben. Some strikers you'll see, they'll not mess up, but they won't be able to get the ball. They'll hang their head and like throw their hands like, man, make a better pass, or man, why didn't I get to that? I like how he kept running after the defender. Probably something coach teaches in practice, right? If you lose the ball, don't keep your head down, or keep your head up. Yeah, don't keep your head down.
And I know you said this a couple of times, Mr. Hull, but what a switch we've seen from this year to last year.
Yeah.
In these games against Cary. 7-1 loss last year.
And in the game for the Gators, number 25, Ennis 7.
It is a 3-0 lead. And I'm expecting more after the start.
Yeah, but you never really know, Ben. Soccer, it can change on a dime, right? Got to make sure they're still composed, right? Because one, mental mistake and carries back on the board. So this is one of the, especially with this fire start, you can't afford to make silly mistakes. But Josh is trying to make it 4. It's almost an own goal, Ben. Oh my gosh. Josh Murray got through 2 defenders and a Cary defender with a slide tackle, Ben, and it just grazed by the goal. That would have been.
Corner for the Gators.
That's a nightmare for a defender, right? You're kicking the ball towards your own goal, and it's just rolling right next to it. That, I'm sure his heart dropped a couple beats there, but it won't be a goal, but it will be a corner kick. Going for the corner. No one home. Cleared away. Not all the way. Kyle finds a recent assist man. Ethan Batchelor looking for two. Low cross this time. Imp sniffed that one out though. Deep shot. Ooh. Is that Kyle Covington on the shot there? I'm not sure. Didn't catch exactly who was shooting, but it was a deep shot attempt. A little wide, but that's the first one we've seen, Ben. Long shot. Gabe moved to that right back, or yeah, we'll call it right back. We'll call it full back role. Like I was saying earlier, Gabe is really good at making those quick runs, speedy runs, right? So he fits as a perfect wing back, but also as well he can play center back because he's really fast. So, but now Ennis playing center back, more of a strong center back, sort of like Sean Townley, but Gators very versatile on defense. Josh stops, finds Max Silverstein, finds Josh. Noticing a lot more of that than 1-2s through kind of the mini through balls, I'll say.
Minutes left to go in this first half. The Gators have come out on fire. Whistle blown.
Or the handball.
And that was an unintentional handball.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not 100% sure on these rules. I know like a certain part of the body down, whether it's intentional or not, it's going to be a handball. And Ben, obviously we saw this against you talking about penalties against Athens Drive last year on the road. 1-0 Gators at the half. 40th minute, I apologize, in the game. Handball goal for Athens Drive. That ended up being one of the deciding goals in the game. Those handballs can really hurt you. That's why you see a lot of defenders with their hands dead to the side and sometimes even behind their back, right? They're trying to ensure that there's not an accidental handball because a lot of times then the refs don't care if it's not incidental, right? It's like if you foul somebody in basketball, did you try to foul them? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. So now I know there's some rule about incidental handballs, and I may have to read up on that so I don't sound uneducated on this, but oh, chance here. Ooh, Kyle Covington. Maybe looking for someone on that short side of the goal, but Cary goalkeeper who's been tried and tested this half, been able to knock down that one. Wasn't really much of a shot, but it was definitely a scary situation. That was the exact same position we saw Caden score a second goal. Deep pass sent in. Sean and Kyle cleared away by Ennis, and Ennis wanted no chance at a turnover there. And instead, when they see a Gators break, Max Silverstein just knocks the ball ahead. Probably faster. Ooh, Cary ball. Nice play by the Cary defender to knock off Max.
I think I've noticed in this game more than in some other games, Cameron, a lot more play on the edges, whether that's the near side or the far side of the field.
Wings, yes sir.
A lot less play in the midfield. What the Gators are trying to do, and I think I said this on the third goal, they're getting to the edges to streaking players like Ethan Batchelor, passing it inside to a couple of one-on-one, two-on-two matchups, and winning those matchups.
Yeah, Ben, you nailed it, right? And this is something that maybe I luckily picked up on. They're just consistently getting the ball to Caden on that wing, right? And it's, first time, what did they say, Ben? First time it's coincidence, second time it's a pattern. And it's definitely been a pattern this game. Cameron O'Sullivan trying to find that through ball, a little strong. Josiah on that left wing. Haven't seen much of that left wing, but haven't really had to. We saw Matt Stone break down a defender for an easy assist for a tap in for Caden, but more closer to us, which is great as a broadcaster. Play it down. Well, leave Ethan Batchelor. I'm not sure then. Ooh, an unlucky ricochet Ennis should just clear this one away. Plays it back in the field of play. Then just clears that one away. Nice.
Second time was the charm.
Yep. Maybe what he should have done the first time, maybe got away with it the first time, but second time he was not taking that chance then.
Cary player puts it in a lot of traffic in that corner.
Yep.
Play to the midfield.
Ooh, Josh with the nutmeg, I think.
Keeps possession of it. That's Ethan Bachelor on the edge.
Ooh. Oh, it gets through. Thomas McPherson tries to drop it off for Josiah. Oh, pass a little short, but Kyle still with the ball. Still through. Oh, tries to get through the last defender. I'm seeing a way more confident Gators team this I guess tonight. That this week would have been appropriate too, but they're not afraid to make those runs through. Josh Murray now on his left foot offsides. What a shot, by the way. Offsides, but Ben, that was a perfect shot.
Top left corner.
Ben, that would have been one for the yearbook, for the Instagram, all the above. That would have been a beauty.
I might have to watch that on the replay, fellas.
And for the Gators, number 19, Avi Bolasetti.
Avi coming in, I believe that. Maybe as a second striker. Luke Holmes also coming in.
Coming in, Luke Holmes, number 23, Luke Holmes.
All right, plays it out to the midfield area.
You're all good, buddy. Sean Townley plays into the recently subbed in, Avi. Sean playing that deep on. I'm not sure if that's the Gators game. I'm not sure. Maybe it is a lot sometimes, but they've been having a lot of success through the wings. We see Cary try to do what Sean did a lot. Through the back, sending it really deep. And the Gators just haven't been drop trimmed yet. I'm liking when the Gators keep it through the wings. Maybe coach, coming for a different philosophy for this last 10 minutes, but I like it when they do that. Deep throwing. Avi keeps it up and in his possession, but no one home in the middle of the box. Cary clears it away. See what I'm saying? Then they kind of clear it really deep, and it's just allowing for the swarm almost, right? Cameron O'Sullivan. Matt Stone. No, that's Zach Silverstein. Thomas McPherson. Finds Josiah on the wing here. Avi. Josiah somehow comes away with the ball. Looks for a cross, unable to find one. Oh, off Avi. Strong touch there after pretty hard Cary clearance.
6:33 and counting left to go in this first half of action. Hazen Hall bringing it to you. First game that we will be able to post.
Yep.
So far this season.
Of the soccer, yep. We're very excited. Coach, looks like they're waving their hands or something, man. It's a free kick. It will be. These are my personal favorite, man. I like these whip-in free kicks. I mean, a lot of the time, they don't result in goals, but when they do, it's beautiful. So let's see what can happen here. Kyle Covington with the left foot here, looking for a cross. Ben, I would seriously watch Ethan Bachelor on that back post. I'm sure the defender will be marking him, but that's probably their target. They go low instead. Unsuccessful. Maybe a chance for a Cary counterattack here off the free kick. Gators a little bit out of whack on defense, but it won't show. Luke Holmes hustles, clears it. Good job by Luke there to make sure nothing came of that push. Cary unable to knock down that ball. Number 522 to go in substitution.
17, Matt Stone.
Matt Stone coming in for, who's that? Is that Ethan Bachelor? I believe it is. Both of those players had a great impact this half in the first 20 minutes, no less. I guess
Trying to make that impact in the last 5.
yeah. Never bad to have another goal. Thomas McPherson chips it over to Abby. Maybe a chance here. Stops. Breaks down a defender. Low shot. Ooh, just wide. That was a really close chance, but I like that move right there.
Yeah, great chip. Abby was able to corral it and control it. Made a little move and almost got that to the back of the net.
Their shots, are really tricky, right? It's easy to criticize in the booth, but with the defender blocking him off, he doesn't have much of a window there.
He was fighting 3 obstacles there: the goalie, the defender, and the angle.
And he almost ended up with a goal. We saw Abby have a great goal in very similar fashion. Then he stopped and hit the post, I believe, and scored against Riverside Durham. That one did not hit the post and it did not go in, but I like his aggressiveness on those shots.
Alrighty, Cary gaining some momentum in front of his net. But quickly cleared away. Deep clear.
Oh, Abby. A little bit of a 1-on-2 there, but he almost made a fantastic play. Matt Stone pressures number 7 on the wing, and Max Silverstein tries to tap by the defender. Cary goalkeeper makes the play.
Big boot. Past midfield to a lot of Gators.
Sean's up very high here. A little risky, but he makes a well done play. Fumbling the words there a little bit. Matt Stone off to McPherson. Finds Abby. McPherson finds Matt Stone. What a great 1-2 that was for that play. Oh.
Oh, I don't think he realized that was still in.
I don't think he did either. I think maybe he thought the white line was out for a second there, but ball was still in. Matt was unaware. Lost 2:30 to go in the first half. Gators up 3-0, but still 40 minutes of gameplay, Ben, and obviously this Cary team has a lot of experienced players, right? So if we can score 3 goals, so can they. So we got to make sure still composed in that defense, right? Any chance they have, they need to be cleared or they need to be blocked, right? Any shots that get let through in the box, not all the time, but a lot of the time, they're goals, right? Because there's just so many different places the striker can go. About 1:55 to go. I'd like to see the Gators maybe pack it in a little bit more. Play a little bit more defensive for these final minute and a half. I know it's not their style, but I'd like to see a hold here. I think a hold here going to the half. You don't want to lose any momentum, right? Because it's been a fantastic half and it's a fantastic team. You want to keep that momentum, but maybe they'll prove you wrong and score. Then I'd be even happier. But
Sean with a good clear there. A couple minutes back was while you were talking, Cameron.
I have a lot of faith in this Gator defense. My worry is when they get out of position and, they pounce on it. Deshaun, very high up right now. He has people to help him out, obviously, but when they... Ooh, great knockdown by Ennis. Ennis has been looking really good. He looked really good in Riverside Durham. I'm really liking what I see. He seems very strong on the cross. Oh, Stone, unable to get it. Hustling by Kimmer Sullivan, side tackle. Ooh, nice play by number 7 to keep it for Cary. Through ball in here. Ennis tracks him. Gets through him. But Ennis had help. And that's all he needed then. 43 seconds to go here. Cary going on a last-ditch push to try to get one before the half. We have a foul, I believe. A whistle being blown. Injury? What's going on here, Ben?
Quick note from last year.
I think it's
whistle has been blown. Oh, I think we have an injury.
By
But my quick note is Cary
Oh, yeah, we do.
was in the conference champion last year, I believe. It was either Cary or Panther Creek. I think Cary won that championship game. But I believe that is Sean.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of limping off the field.
Then that is one of the last people you want to see. I'm not obviously you don't see anyone go down, but Sean is an integral part to this defense, right? He plays that really strong center back role. He gives the Gators team, I don't know if this is the right word, but sort of a backbone, right? A toughness to them that they really need, right? Obviously, no seniors, they need that sort of toughness. And Sean brings that, so we hope he's okay. And hopefully just, you know, someone stepped on his foot and he needs to get it stretched out, but hopefully he's all good. Coach should go to check on him, but hopefully he's all good.
As Cameron was saying, the Gators trying to hold off this final Cary push.
That'll help.
That ball is played out, and is it a goalie kick?
I think it was just a foul, but I could be wrong.
Foul, yep.
I think when the player was trying to get by Kyle Covington, he gave him a little shove, and it was
A little
spotted.
shoveroo is not going to get you anywhere.
No, not well. Sometimes it will, but not there. As the ball is sent, that'll end the half.
Cameron, 3-0 in favor of the Gators. They came out hot, and they have not relented. Can't wait to see what the second half brings.